I'm lost, but I'm trying to find myself. So let me explain that a little bit. Like most of us, 2 years ago, we had to start working from home, and I was like, that's totally fine. It's kind of nice having your office less than a minute away from your bed, and I like video games, so I'll just do that in my spare time. And it was a great way to keep in touch with like friends and colleagues. But then as things went on and we went in and out of lockdown for over 2 years basically, I kind of stayed in that same little safe space, that safe bubble. And there's a whole lot more to me, so I kind of neglected that for a long time. And it wasn't until late last year when I went on a trip abroad for the first time again that this little spark rekindled inside of me. I was like, yes, there's so much more to me. I need to choose me. I need to follow my passions, do things that make me happy and make me me. And that is why this year I choose me. I want to pursue my passions and I want to find myself again. And I think there's 3 parts to achieving that goal, so let's get into the first one. So the first pillar I've kind of decided on is not really about finding myself, but more about ensuring that I can be myself and continue being myself in the long haul. So basically money, because you kind of need that. So I've made some very big decisions, which I won't go into in this video, but I'll probably talk about it very soon anyways, because I would like to be able to, afford my own place at some point in the future. Although in this current climate, that seems highly unlikely, but we've got to try anyways. And then also just investing in myself. So like the Neistat course I'm doing right now, so I can keep doing it for a living and just get better at it in general. I almost forgot, but I also want to read more because I think there's a lot you can get from books. And I used to read a lot, and I do still read when I'm away on a trip, but I just want to read more even if I'm just at home. So the second pillar's got everything and nothing to do with this room that I've been stuck in for the past 2 years basically. It's all about health, both mentally and physically, and I've definitely not been the happiest I've ever been the past couple of years, even a little bit before COVID, I suppose. But I think everything that I've got planned will definitely bring that back around. I definitely do feel happier already since I've started creating more again and taking more photos, so I think we're on the right track. And then physically, I haven't really done anything for over 2 years. So I definitely want to change that around. Now, I'm not really the kind of guy that will go to the gym, so I don't want to go and sign up for a gym because I'll probably stop after a couple of weeks, and that's no good. So I do want to get back into running because I used to do it a lot, and I think I would love to rekindle that old hobby again as a start. And we'll see what else comes across our path. And then the third pillar is also the pillar that I made a little head start. It's all about passion. So make more, create more, like taking more photos and making more videos like this, movies like this. Another reason why I took on this Neistat course. And also I would like to travel more because I love traveling and I haven't been able to do a whole lot of that the last 2 years, obviously. And luckily these also go hand in hand because usually when I'm out taking photos, it's very easy to also make a little movie or the other way around. And definitely when I'm out traveling, it's easy to create stuff because that is usually when creativity sparks the most. So I think these go hand in hand, and also they make me happy. So I think this one is a big pillar, and it's why I started this one first. And for traveling, there's a lot of different ways to do that, of course. Traveling solo, which I love doing. One of my favorite trips ever is traveling around Europe solo with the Interrail pass. Saw some great things, have some great memories from that trip. But then also traveling with friends is great. My favorite trip ever is with 2 of my friends to Switzerland. I still post a lot of content from that trip nowadays. It's one of the best trips ever, so if I can do that again, that would be great. That reminds me of a little quote from Into the Wild: happiness is only real when shared. I don't fully agree with that, but definitely there's something special about going on a trip with friends, family, even strangers, and you can share all those memories you make on those trips. So with these 3 pillars, I hope to find myself again, not be lost anymore, and just be happier. And I think as long as I stick to this plan, everything should be all right. I do realize that it's quite difficult to build new habits, or in some cases revitalize old habits, but I hope that this video will serve as a reminder to myself of what my goals are. And if this video happens to inspire just one other person, then that is great. As I was preparing to go out and shoot this video, I read this article online which had the perfect quote in it for this video. It also might be a TikTok sound actually. If not, it definitely should be. And it goes, use the weekend to build the life you want, not to escape the life you have. And I think that fits perfectly with what I'm trying to do here. Doesn't mean that you can't just use your weekend to do nothing or game or binge a series. But for so long, that is all I used to do in the weekends. And I think it's all about finding the right balance, making that perfect as all things should be. Even though that might not actually be possible in this case. And I think that is what I want to achieve. So I'm going to try and strive to that. And sometimes I might still just want to stay inside the weekend and watch series and just game a bunch. And that is all fine as long as I try to balance it out. So with that being said, that is it for this video. If you want to come along on the journey, please subscribe, would mean the world to me. There will be a lot more photography, filmmaking, movies like this, but also just hopefully fun travel adventures. So yeah, I'll continue my walk and hopefully I'll see you around.